Alright, so we'll do the tier list right about now. So, let's start off. Aubrey. I don't care for this mask. I don't think this mask is relatively good. More guns, kind of pointless if you think about it. When, you know, let's see. You spawn. Alright, let me use the character with guns. And use the, like, the fourth mask you use. So, let's watch. It just increases the spawn chance of a gun. And I'm gonna be honest, I could clear this level faster with a melee weapon than a gun. And it just feels kind of useless to have. Personally, I don't know. It just feels useless to have. And then we go to Brandon. I think Brandon is an S tier, just because of that movement speed buff he gives you while you're doing that. So just being able to move that, like what? I forget how fast it is. I think it's like maybe 2% faster or something. I don't remember the exact number. But just having this movement speed, like this, it takes, like, the AI don't notice you like instantly. It also can get taking a bit getting used to, but it feels nice. There's just that speed feeling, and you just like getting through a level like that this quickly. Especially if you're a speedrunner, this is like the speedrunner's choice of mask. Like what? Let's see how fast I did that level technically. I think this will be the example for every level. But he just moves so much faster than every other thing. It can throw off your muscle memory if you don't use it that often. But I think it's good. 48 seconds on, you know, that's not bad. But we go to other things, and then we go to, you know, the other tier list. We'll go to Carl. I think Carl is a fun character because of what it does, like what he can provide. Not much in terms of anything, but in terms of like gameplay wise, it's kind of fun to use his ability because you use him, and I think I'll show you it. He starts with a drill. That's his special perk, right? This is only a weapon he gets, and it doesn't spawn in the game, and that's his ability with it. It knocks down, and it's meant to execute. It's just more gore. That's literally it. So if you like gore, use your character. You know? And he's fun. It's fun. It's a fun, like, little novelty thing, and I think it's above Aubrey with the more guns, because this is just like, I can complete a level faster with a melee weapon than a gun. This is just fun. I think the same with Charlie, actually, because Charlie is kind of in the same boat with everything. More guns as well. It's what? Yeah, more melee weapons. It's the same, kind of the same deal. More melee weapons will spawn, and situational, but there already are a shit ton of melee weapons. There are more melee weapons that exist in this game than normal weapons. He doesn't really provide you anything, really, other than those extra melee weapons, which I don't think is really a bonus, and I think it's up there with, or down here with Aubrey. It's just kind of useless, kind of pointless to have it. Then we go to Dennis. I think Dennis is good for newer players, to be honest, due to the fact that, you know, you start with a knife, and a knife is a really good, you know, really good weapon in the early, like, for new players. Very new, like, new player friendly mask, and a new player makes levels a bit easier just to have a weapon on the start, so you don't have to, like, rely on pickup. stuff like that. And, you know, it feels nice to have a weapon at the start of the match. But I'd say if you're a newer player and you want to get into the game, and you unlock Dennis, he's a good one if you don't like Tony, which I don't know why you're not liking Tony. I think, yeah, Tony, to be honest, I can understand why. It's just easy mode. But, you know, it's nice. You get that quick speed. And then we go to this. So I put him in A, maybe B, like A, lower A, high B. Don Juan. This is up here with Carl as well. I'd say above Carl because of Lethal Doors. Lethal Doors is a fun little mode, or a fun little ability that you can get, but it's super fucking situational. Like, it's very situational, and to the point where it's not even funny. I accidentally clicked that one, and it's like, what, the fourth mask, and then, like, it's just Lethal Doors. It does nothing other than this, and there are very few times where you'll have this opportunity, but it's still a fun thing to do. Earl. I think this is one of the worst masks in the game because of its ability. I think its ability is absolutely useless in every aspect. There we go. Survive 2 bullets, right? That sounds like a really useful ability. Yeah, like that. He just one-shots me no matter what. It says you can survive 2 bullets. In reality, you're not going to. You're just going to die. The mask is bugged and it just doesn't work. So it's objectively one of the worst. Speaking of worse, I don't remember the draft's name because I've never used this mask, and I think it's still terrible. Because you get the ability to look further, so you can hold shift and just look further into the map, and I think that's kind of useless, because no map is that big. No map requires you to, like, use this. Graham is just Brandon Light. He's basically the same as Brandon, just slightly slower. I think he's like maybe 1 times faster than base model, but I don't know the exact number. Now we're gonna get to Jake. Jake is a fun mask, I think, at least, because of his ability. Lethal throws is really fun, because then you get to do what? Some dumb stuff. Like hold on, I'll show you guys like this, right? I think if I can hit the wall bang like that, stuff like that is fun. So it's just a fun mask to fuck around with and like get some crazy trick shots essentially. I think he's an A. The lethality of it is just good. Any melee weapon becomes an instant kill when thrown, and you'll just get so many. Jones, I'm not even gonna show what Jones does. It's just more gore. It doesn't really do anything for you. I don't know this character's name, but I know his ability is harder to spot. Oh wait, I don't think I showed it. I think I'll probably edit it out. Alright, now we're talking about Louis, which, like I said, is not a good mask. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's ever been good, or will ever be good in any context. Because like, that's the same fucking move, like time you take for him to see me. Like, he's gonna see. They're going to see me no matter what. Like, I need to drive this point home. Like, it takes what, maybe a second less for them to see me, and even then, it's like, oh man, oh no, a second less. Oh damn. But the AI in this game is already really inconsistent. Like, they'll have moments like that where they won't even notice you, but like instantly you peek, you're already shot. It's just this game's AI being really buggy. But I'd say he's maybe around a C tier. Same with these masks. Nigel, I'm fucking not playing with that mask on. This mask is terrible, absolutely fucking useless. It's not gonna really do anything for you due to the fact it just inverts your controls, and that's not even really... It's like, yeah, if you want to do a challenge run with that, go ahead. I don't know why you do it, but go ahead. Oscar, I know Oscar is a really bad mask, but I think if you want a challenge, you use Oscar. Oscar is a very it's a challenging mask. It makes the game a bit harder because you get stuff like what? You get to play with flashing black and red, and I don't know, it's fun. It just makes the game a bit more difficult for me, and I like this game being difficult, so you know, you just play like this. My buddies would say it's like playing with the Virtual Boy. Some people it can give a headache, but I don't know. I think it's really fun it's a really fun mask, and yeah, I think it's a fun mask and can make the game a bit challenging if you want it to be. So I'd put him in B tier. This is Peter, I think. All your guns basically are suppressed. This is really good if you want a more gun-focused playstyle. While Aubrey encourages you to use more guns, he has no other benefits other than more guns will spawn. While Peter actually gives you benefit for having it on and using a gun, as his ability is suppression, essentially. All your guns are silenced. So, but they won't sound silenced to you. I don't know how often they will work, though. I want that more. Like, he only killed me because he saw me. But other than that, they're not gonna ever notice you, and it doesn't really matter because your gunshots are quiet. And it's really good for people who want to play more gun-focused, which I think is a cool thing to do. I think this mask just helps you do it more without any risk, really. Phil translates the game to French. Kind of a joke mask. Doesn't really do anything for you. I do not remember this character's name. I don't use him ever. You're basically giving extra ammo. Probably high D. Probably like high D tier. You know, doesn't really do anything for you, other than, you know, extra ammo. Which, why are you running out of ammo when there's melee weapons? Rasmus, unless you're doing the secret ending, you're not using this mask ever. He's basically just Richard, but, you know, kind of just has one thing going for him, and it's not useful. Speaking of that, we have Richard. I'd say is an S tier. Has no drawbacks, literally just a fucking starting mask. It does nothing, and it's just, if you use it because you're good, because you just want to play the game vanilla. You don't need a modifier to make it harder, make it easier. You just want to play the game, and you want to run through it, and this is a very reliable mask. Richter, I'd say, is also S, maybe A. High A at least, maybe S, because starting with that suppressed Uzi is very good. Because the Uzi is already one of the best guns in the game. The only thing is he doesn't have the special execution with the Uzi where you can pick them up, but it makes clearing rooms really easy. But yeah, it's pretty good at that. So I'd say he's S tier. Rick. This is another mask where I don't know if it works or it's not working. I think he just tightens your accuracy, which is which is cool. Being more accurate's cool. It's not even hard. It's hard to notice, to be honest. Really hard to notice if it's like working or not. But you know, I'd say it's C tier. Very situational. When Peter exists, anything else involving guns is kind of useless. I think this is Rufus. I don't know what he does, actually. Survive one bullet, so he is absolutely useless. So his ability is survive 1 bullet. I just checked. Absolutely fucking useless in this game. Right down there with Earl. I'll probably put these guys lower than that because they just don't work. Ted. I think Ted is good for the new player. B tier. Because it's just, you know, if you can't deal with dogs already, then that's on you for having the inability to do that. You can kill them. They won't aggro. But it's just a fucking decent mask. And then I'd say the king of S tier is Tony. Just like, this mask is broken. Tony is an absolutely broken mask. And he's the 3rd mask you get. And it's just look at that. Like being able to one-shot everything with your fist is fucking insane. And I don't know how it got. And then the quick executions, it's insane. The character is fucking crazy. One of the strongest in this game. Like, he is insanely strong. Like, just from that fact alone. And you cannot, sadly, you still can't punch the fat guys in this game to knock them down. But you can do that in Hotline Miami 2. That's a thing allowed in the 2nd game. But we go to William, which is Rip and Steal. He's a very situational mask. I'd say probably above Don Juan. And I think he's pretty cool. I think it's a cool mask. I think the concept is really neat. I can get to him. Just walk up. So whenever you melee, or whenever you, you know, execute somebody, you just rip off their arm and you take their weapon. I think that's kind of cool. Kind of neat, kind of a cool concept. It's, you know, hard to use, but it's fun. And then I think we have Zach, which is longer combo windows, which I think is really good. I think if you want to get those big combos, like full level clear combos, you go to Zach. I wouldn't say S tier actually. I would say high A tier. He's very good utility, just those quick clears and everything. For those wondering, these are Hotline Miami 2 characters. I fucking hate that game. This is technically 2 characters. These dog shit characters. My beloved. He's not as good in 2, but he's still fun to play. Corey, very good. I'd say A. Mark, also S. This is the one with the nail gun, which I'd say is a B. This one is kind of bad. Because his levels don't really flow that well with melee combat. This is the worst thing in the game. I have to add a row below it. I have to do this. I'm very sorry, but I have to do this. It's such a bad role. It's such a bad character. It's such a bad character concept. I fucking hate everything about it. I wish that character never existed, and Hotline 2 would be a better game without it. So this is that list. I don't know, you guys can tell me what you think. I think it's a good list. I genuinely stand by these points, because these are masks I have actively used throughout my years of playing the games. Because I've been playing this game since, like, what, October 2015? Consistently over, like, the course of my life. And